Okay.
Okay, hi everybody. This is Tom right here with the Spencer Messiah Board with one of our two directors this year, Tim Schumacher. I am saying that correct, am I not, Tim?
That's absolutely correct, Tom.
Okay,
Nice
because
to be here with you.
otherwise you shouldn't just call him Tim, or I think he's like me, he answers a hey you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Been called a lot of things, I think.
Exactly. As you probably have heard, this is not a Messiah year for us this year. We did the Messiah last year after our two-year COVID absence, and with Robin Keith. And as many of you may realize, Robin and her husband flew the coop just for a couple years to go help their church out in Salt Lake City. So we're happy for them that they can do something they've always wanted to do in their lives. And Robin will be back to sing with us. She's, as she's probably told all of you, she said she's sung in the choir in the Messiah. She's sung solos in the Messiah. She's played in the Messiah, and now here in Spencer, she's led the Messiah twice. So she feels like her bucket is full. She's okay with passing off the baton to somebody else. So in that spirit, our board had heard an inkling that maybe Tim might be interested in doing that, and so we reached out to him, and he said yes. Yay! We are so happy about that. So we have Tim on board to be one of the directors. We also heard through the grapevine that Allison Euler from Spirit Lake and Milford area that was also interested in helping us, and so we said, "Would you like to help?" And she said yes too. So we'll try and get an interview on it with Allison. She wasn't able to be here today, so you can get to meet her and see how that goes. So let's start with some icebreakers here. What is your favorite way to spend a day off?
Well, gosh, there are so many different options. I do like to
Because
be
you never
outside.
have a day off, so yeah.
Well, I don't give very many days off anymore, but I love to be outside. I spend a lot of time working on some of the properties I have in Esterville and trying to kind of keep them together and manage what I've got going there. I've got a golden retriever that
Oh,
is
cool.
that's a full-time job in itself, I think. She is about a 2-year-old dog, and she'll lick you to death.
Yeah, I think many of our singers have lots of pets, so
Oh, yeah,
they'll find a true friend in you there. Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, Gosh, I love to play music, and am part of a quartet, a jazz quartet currently, and I do some regional work as a bass player around the Sioux Falls area, and occasionally get called to Illinois or across the Midwest. Fortunate to have played with a bunch of pretty well-known people, and that's always been fun. Um, I love to go into the schools and help out when I can and when I'm asked, and so I do go into Esterville quite regularly since I have 3 younger children, 11, 13, and 15, and my daughter's in high school, my son is in middle school, and they're 6th, 7th, and 10th grade. So when I get a call to come in and help out with the jazz band or the choir or whatever it be, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, and I think that's what people will pick up if you've seen Tim in any stuff. He's a great player, but he's having fun while he's doing this. And so at our rehearsals, I have no doubt that you'll sing some really good music, but you'll have a blast. I mean, we'll work, but it's going to be a fun time because Tim's not here to work; he's here to have fun
Yeah.
and express that music.
Yeah, absolutely. What I found I've been 33 years with my community choir in Esterville, and it's really a regional choir too. We have people come in from Rossi, as far out as Rossi and Spencer. We also have a lot of people from the neighborhood, members from the neighborhood around Esterville. I think at one time, and probably still, there are about 20 different communities that are represented in membership of that choir. One thing I've noticed even this year and maybe a little bit last year is this is, coming in to rehearse a group musically is just really an outlet for me. It's such it's almost like a switch gets tossed when I walk in the door. I might be tired and dragged down, and I walk in, and all of a sudden there's energy, and it's just, I have a great time, and I think hopefully because of that, I think the members have a great time as well.
Yeah, and I think that's something that maybe we want to pass along to everybody else, that you're thinking, oh, well, this is not the Messiah, and which is it's good material. These are other anthems or other songs we're singing, but really it's about the getting together with the fellowship with other people.
Yeah, absolutely. We kind of bounce back and forth. We do allow time in my community choir rehearsal for some social time. beforehand, of course, and we have an intermission with that group. And I'm not sure if we'll have an intermission with this ensemble or not, but certainly afterwards, it's great to get together and get to know the people you're singing next to. We have such a relationship that gets developed as we sit next to
Oh,
people.
most
And it's
definitely,
such
yeah.
a personal thing that we bring to the table, our voices, that it's nice to get to know the person behind that voice.
Well, most definitely, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go down to some other things. We'll come back to some other stuff.
Okay.
So, as you mentioned, you've been with the Many Voices Choir for many years, or you've led up for many years. And so the service, the worship we do with the service lessons and carols, it's similar, as you mentioned, kind of stuff that you've done at Advent as well.
That's right, Tom. We actually we did our first lessons and carols program about 31 or 2 years ago, and that was originally the choir that I worked with. There was kind of we do a winter festival, winter, I guess, sports festival, and then we kind of take the time off and do a spring concert. And I always like the idea of having a Christmas program. Or Christmas concert program, I guess, and that would just be a concert with some kind of a message. And so initially I started a Lessons and Carols type of concert up in Esterville with that group. And I see that we're kind of on the same track here. So I'm very familiar with the idea of Lessons and Carols, and I love that setting. It's so great to be able to tie the text of the music to the message that is found and heard over and over during that season.
Yeah, very much so. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up with this video, but we will stop in and cover some other things in other videos. So please remember, let's see, the big dates are November 5th. November 5th, our first rehearsal, 12th and 19th.
Yep.
We're at Grace Methodist Church in Spencer at 7 o'clock, probably 7 to 8:30, 9, something like that. But again, the time will fly by. You'll never know. We'll have all the music there.
We'll have you out by the afternoon, the next afternoon.
Exactly.
The next day afternoon.
So I guess if you have any other questions, you can check our Facebook page, Spencer Messiah. We'll also put a plug in for Many Voices Choir.
Great.
You have a nice website or Facebook
We have
page there.
a Facebook profile, I guess you might call it. But yeah, we've been very active. Again, this is kind of our Advent Christmas season. We always do 2 seasons with that group. There's the fall season, which is that Advent Christmas concert, and then there is a spring season where we're just quite a wide variety of music. There'll be everything from Broadway to jazz to gospel to spirituals. And of course, traditional choral music on that one as well.
So if this is coming out, before we start rehearsals, are people still able to get up to Esterville and rehearse with your choir?
Yes, we've had 3 rehearsals, and the turnout has been really great. We're starting to see kind of a change of the choir coming back now. We had a few years, I think as many of us did, where we just things shut down for a little bit. But what I found is that that little break between when we were going full blast and all of a sudden it was just nothing. It seems like our members have come back with just even more passion for the singing.
Excellent.
I mean, and the message that they bring, and it's just been much more meaningful.
Very good. So your concerts, so your rehearsals are Monday.
Yes.
Your rehearsals are Monday nights at Iowa Lakes in Esterville.
That's right. 7
o'clock.
until 9. Yep.
Okay, all right. And then the concert. So yeah, if you want to sing in the choir, please come join Tim up there.
Yeah, we've had 3 rehearsals, and we've got 6 more before our first performance, but then 7 before our final
Okay.
performances.
And go ahead and give the people in our concerts December 3rd at 3 p.m. at Grace, and your concerts are. You
Our
have 3
concerts
concerts.
yes, we have a concert in Bancroft at St. John the Baptist over there. It's a great place to sing. It's at 3:30 on the 26th of November.
So that's the last Sunday in November where we're not having our Messiah rehearsal or our Festival of Lessons and Carols rehearsal. So go to the concert.
Right. It's the Sunday right after
So
Thanksgiving.
that's on Bancroft.
That's in Bancroft, and then we do 2 concerts on December 2nd,
The following
day just
weekend.
prior to our performance with
Okay.
the Lessons and Carols. And the 1:30 performance is in Esterville at St.
Esterville,
Pat's,
okay. St. Pat's,
Catholic
okay.
Church, and then the 7:30 is at St. Mary's over in Spear
Spear Lake, right.
And that is the church where Ellison is.
Oh,
is
well,
the
there you go
director.
then. So, yeah. So, again, we'll have some more videos here, but thanks, Tim, for stopping by, and we all hope you will take time to join us at the Festival of Lessons and Carols, either singing or come to the concert on December 3rd. Thanks, everybody.